word for me would be loyal. I think that Craig is one of those people that you would give you the shirt off of his back if you asked him to. And he would always be there for you if you needed him.
I think one word that would describe Craig is enthusiastic. He's always been very enthusiastic and all in. In fact, he was a cheerleader when he was in college. So I think one word would describe him would be enthusiasm.
I really grew up in the business. My mother was an employee of Freeman's freight division. And so when I was 9 or 10 years old, I was running around the warehouse on a little plant cat, a little electric scooter, while she was doing payroll. And then when I got into high school, I started supervising freight move in and move out for trade shows and carried that through college. And then literally I graduated mid-year in 1969, January of 69, January the 5th to be exact, and January the 2nd I had started work at Freeman Expo in Dallas. So they gave me a day off to go get my diploma and stayed in the business for all those years.
To me, the one he's left is service. I don't think anybody quite did service as well as Craig did of his accounts. The people that he worked with truly loved Craig, and he did everything possible to make their shows the best.
He's one of the best that I've ever met at what he does as an official service contractor, whether it's audio-visual, whether it's decorating, whether it's logistics, floor layout, design. He's a master of them all. But he does it in such a self-effacing, humble way that you might not understand how good he really is. There's not a bit of puffery or ego that I've ever found in anything that Craig does or says.
I'm really just thrilled to see how great the industry has continued to do. It was always, for years and years and years, it was recession-proof. It was the most economical way to market your company, get your brand out. And it only really got hammered with 9/11, which was understanding because when travel stopped, the industry suffered. The recession, in a way, didn't help, but again, we backed up a little bit, the industry backed up, Freeman companies backed up a little bit, but we're back stronger now than ever, which just kind of proves the resiliency of the industry. And again, that you can't replace that face-to-face one.
I think a lasting contribution that Craig has made is just his dedication to the industry and his volunteer work. He was active in IAEE and PCMA. I think he's a great example of what volunteerism can do for an individual in our industry.
Being included with the people who were there, and especially the early groups who truly were pioneers. Buck Freeman, Bill Breedy, Harold Bartlett, those guys, but from ESCA standpoint, they helped make this industry what it is to this day. And then the subsequent classes who have come in have traded on the previous generation's successes and their lessons. And so being included as one of those folks who is viewed as having helped move the industry forward is probably the thing I'm proudest of.
I think Craig is deserving of this recognition. First of all, he's a representative of the Exposition Service Contractors Association who nominated Craig. And I think service contractors are such a key part of our industry. And I think part of the recognition is the fact that Craig came out of the service contracting industry. And plus what I mentioned previously about his volunteerism with the various industry organizations.
The life he has chosen to lead, the career that he has carved for himself and for others, is a testament to the belief that he has that while you can never achieve perfection, if you constantly chase perfection, you're certainly going to achieve excellence. And I think that's a characteristic that has been part of his DNA for all of his adult life. I mean, he just is a role model in so many different ways.
The greatest legacy you can leave behind are the people you hire or the people you promote. And that's it. I mean, stick your hand in, if you think you're irreplaceable, stick your hand in a bucket of water and take it out and see how big a hole it's left. But it's the people.